Hi, everyone. And welcome back, Kai, also after the summer or holiday break. The summer is still ongoing, but we are happy to be back here on our Bitcoin Bootcamp channel. I'm Chris, coach and trainer for those who do not know me, and very passionate about bringing this project, moving this project forward. And also happy to welcome you back, you Kai, back to business, I would say.
Hello, everyone. Thanks, Christoph. Happy to be back and happy to have you back from Croatia. It looks to be a very nice autumn coming up with Bitcoin and nice events coming and also hopefully a backswing to the bull market maybe at the end of the year. You never know, of course, but let's see.
You know what I've read? I've read from Mark Moss. He calculated the day when there should be the switch from the bear market to the bull market, which is the 24th of October.
Yes, October is the hot month.
Sorry?
Yeah, October is, in my opinion, as well, the hot month.
Yeah, according to the 4-year cycle. So, yes. Well, we don't have, let's say, the capabilities to look into the future. But
this is no financial advice, just educational.
Yeah. So, what did you do, Kai, within this Bitcoin accumulation phase? I would say during your holidays, you said you went to Italy, right?
Yes. Well, I didn't completely quit with following. I followed a little bit the market and a little bit of X, so that could keep with some developments and so on. But it's always a different life when you go to a different country and different apartment, hotel, whatever. So it was great. It was relaxing, and now I'm full of energy to bring great value to our audience and to my clients.
Yeah, and I also, from my holidays, can recommend Croatia. I mean, Croatia is a great place. It's pretty clean. We went to 2 islands actually, Korčula and Far. And you could really see that, the nature over there seems still intact. Of course, we have also there this climate change topic where we have experienced also a bushfire on the island. But when you see how clean the water is, how nice it is to swim in there, possibilities also to switch from, in my case, from bad routines to good routines, like more healthy routines to cook, to swim. It was very, very nice experience. But one thing I also realized over there, the money prices just increased drastically. So it's not the first time that we have visited Croatia. And when we have been there before they joined the European Union, it was just a nice price. It was much a lower price. Which we had to pay for apartment, restaurant, and stuff like that than right now. And this is really a development which I think you can see. And this is also all over the world. And this has a reason, right?
What's the reason?
I mean, the reason is, on the one hand side, country-specific reason that there is not much more behind beside tourism in Croatia, but on the other hand side, restaurants, they have higher prices for food. They have higher prices for everything, every logistics. And this brings us already to Bitcoin topics, right? It's inflation. I mean, nobody can neglect that there is inflation. There was a high peak of inflation during COVID pandemic. And even if central bankers are talking about that inflation decreased, at least the percentage on percentage points, but that doesn't mean that it increases drastically like during the corona pandemic. It just maybe slowed a little bit down how fast the inflation increases. So, but prices are still increasing.
Yeah, everyone notices it. It's in everyday life. Prices are skyrocketing. The official opinion or number is much less than it's actually seems to be.
Yeah. What did you think about those topics, those Bitcoin topics which popped up during your vacation period? I just followed them after I came back, and there was a lot of, I would say, yeah, chaos, or a lot of also negative topics within this period of time. So what are your maybe top three news on Bitcoin?
Well, honestly, it looks like a typical bear market phase, so that it's nothing new. But of course, new happenings in the industry has been going on. Of course, the Coldcard episode, which is still going on, was the main news. And sorry to hear that so many people have lost their coins, but happy to hear that the people who are responsible for the theft have a big difficulty to spend the Bitcoin they have stolen. So they are blacklisted, so to say.
Yeah. For those of you who are not haven't heard about it, about the cold card issue, and maybe are not so deep inside of the Bitcoin rabbit hole, there was a hack actually of cold wallets. Means you just withdraw your Bitcoin to a hardware wallet, which is a cold card, and this got hacked. And this is actually, I would say, a new dimension, because people did everything right. They withdraw the money from, let's say, a stock exchange, right? Not a stock, a Bitcoin exchange or a crypto exchange, and thought they have done everything right. But then it got hacked because of I would say, was it a software bug, right? With regards to the seed phrase, which I don't know, AI or the hacker could recalculate or rephrase and just withdraw more than 1,000 Bitcoin from various cold card wallets.
Yeah, somebody said that it's inside job or state level job, and that it's related somehow to the other happenings in Bitcoin space at the moment. Well,
Yeah.
that was the first one. The second one, you asked me three news, so I'm continuing. So the second one is, of course, the BIP 110. What's happening around that, and in a couple of days we see what happens, what's the result, and so on. And well, basically the third one would be the general strategy, how strategy is doing, and what Michael Saylor is saying. So he's been very active, also with BIP 110 and also other topics. And yeah, those were maybe the three one.
Yeah, and also, I mean, BIP 110 BIP is Bitcoin Improvement Proposal, I think this is the abbreviation, right?
That's right, yeah.
And there is a new proposal to change actually some parts. I mean, I don't think that we want to dig much deeper on the technical side what kind of changes would happen, but yeah, I also have noticed that Saylor was publishing, I don't know, a paper regarding that. Yeah, where he clearly said on which side he is and why there is pros and cons. Yeah.
Basically, it's the BIP 110 is the purpose of it is temporarily limit the size of data fields at the consensus level in order to correct distorted incentives caused by standardizing support for arbitrary data and to refocus priorities on improving Bitcoin as money. That's on the from the BIP 110 website.
Okay. I thought this was related to BIP 110.
That was related, but anyhow, that was the
okay. Because then I want to add also from my side another topic, and this is positive topic. Just recently there was a petition in Germany related to the holding period of Bitcoin, 1 year holding period of Bitcoin, which was submitted by Nicole Novak was leading this initiative. Greetings go out to you, Nicole, and good job. And in collaboration with a lot of influencers and as well with Bitcoin Bundesverband, they launched this petition, and for the quorum, they need 30. They needed to have 30,000 signatures on the list of the petition, and within 2 days, this was completed. And it does mean if you see that and you haven't signed the petition, maybe we can link it here also below. That you shouldn't vote anymore, because the more people sign this petition, the more impactful it is. But at the end, the holding period needs to be discussed in the German government, because the German government, they have ideas to cancel this holding period of Bitcoin, where you can sell Bitcoin after holding it for 1 year tax-free. They want to change it because, as you, Kai, know it also from other countries and also from Finland, governments need more and more money. And where do they get the money from? From the people, from the ordinary people who wants to save money. And this is, I think, not a good development, not a good development for the industry, for the Bitcoin and blockchain industry, but also for every individual. It's not a good signal.
Well, Bitcoin Bootcamp aims to be a voice of freedom in Europe, and tightly related to that is also the I would say not a very nicely done voting in European Parliament, where they voted chat control in effect.
Good example.
That's a very very worrying development in Europe. How you can make voting when you lose the vote, it still comes to effect.
And I mean, if you have followed the process a little bit, how this got pushed through by the politicians, it's just, I would say, a scandal, right? I mean, there was a lot of people voting against it, against the chat control, and now they pushed it behind the scenes through in the vacation period, where a lot of politicians were not even available to vote against it. So this is another sign that there is something wrong in the system. And, I think it's positive, because a lot of people hopefully realize that there is something wrong, right? And we need alternatives. And Kai, I think you also know Noster, right? Which is actually a non-censorable platform for communication. And I think if those kind of control mechanisms, like the chat controls, are in place, it's a hint that we should use maybe other forms or other applications, or other form of tools or channels where this is not getting controlled.
Absolutely. As far as end-to-end encryption is not forbidden.
Yeah. And this is also maybe one more hint. I mean, a lot of, let's say, chat providers, they offer this end-to-end encryption, also WhatsApp. But I think the application which has a very strong voice towards liberty and data security is Signal, which is a provider or hosted in Switzerland. where a lot of people can be secure that this is not getting screened, I think, at the moment. But there should be a second step of chat control where even end-to-end encryption messages will be screened in the future if this law gets through, right? And this is just crazy. Yeah.
I want to bring up also Keet, Keet. They say that that's the chat app for privacy and free speech, and there are no middlemen, no metadata, no surveillance, just direct encrypted chats with people you trust. Mm-hmm. So I learned about this last year in Lugano event and been a user since, and would also be an option compared to WhatsApp or the other big messengers and so on.
Yeah. So when you watch this now, please be critical and open-minded, and just don't take everything for granted what politician or the system tells you. There is much more possibilities that you think. And we are here to support freedom. We are here to support you guys as well. If you have there any questions regarding a topic which is related to freedom, feel free to get in touch with us, and we're happy to help. And this is, I think, also a good bridge, Kai, to Bitcoin Bootcamp. What is on your mind, and what is on the roadmap of Bitcoin Bootcamp?
Well, we started this, how long was it ago? Was it a year ago? We met it in Prague, and we started talking about Bitcoin together regularly, and we started this channel then later on. And we have a couple of videos already out there, and we have been rehearsing and practicing this recording and stuff. What's the next step for Bitcoin Bootcamp? Well, I already had a training with one company about Bitcoin, and they learned about Bitcoin in practical ways, and they learned to transfer Bitcoin and buy and hold it securely. So I would see Bitcoin Bootcamp as a education organization, and that's what we want to do. I think we have been discussing about new products. One on the other hand side, a coaching product, and on the other side also maybe some playful or gaming product as an electronic service.
Yeah, and I think this is also necessary. I mean, maybe coming from, let's say, the fiat world, showing what is there going wrong with the money and the fiat system, and also showing new perspectives. So as Bitcoin Bootcamp, we don't want just to complain. We want to help for finding solutions on the finance side for every individual, no matter at which stage people are, right? I mean, this is something which is, I think, important.
Shout out to student of Bitcoin. I saw the keynote in Lugano last year 25, and I'm still so inspired about him and his message. Bitcoin without buzzwords. So this brings us came to my mind when you were speaking about this education and so on. I think the real problems are the salary doesn't pay for the housing, pay for the food anymore that much, and all the inflation and so on. The real problems are behind, and what's the solution? We can bring a solution there onto the table, but we don't have to mention Bitcoin every time.
Yeah, and everybody can plant the first seed inside of the ground, because if you see the ground is not healthy anymore, and people see that maybe, or you can see that maybe in different areas of your life, no matter if it's the kids or no matter if it's the purchase of daily goods, right? This is something where I think everybody can feel that there is some change needed. Yeah.
We run
Cool.
our daily lives well in our countries, in our homes and so on, and we are just taking the stuff in what's brought by politicians and the governments. And anyway, as we have spoken behind the scene with you about the plan B, also in our recordings, I think we have spoken about plan B, what to do if everything goes even more crazy in Europe or in our countries. So what are your thoughts about this in late?
Yeah, I think you have to have a plan B. You never know how also the geopolitical situation is going on. But I think to have a plan B is pretty healthy, and just look behind yourself. I mean, also look out for friends to discuss, or your family, your kids, your wife to discuss what could be an option for you. And I mean, one layer definitively is money, but the other is the system where you are in. I mean,
education, housing, taxation. What else? What are the benefits of different jurisdictions and so on? Of course, situation varies between families. The age of the kids and amount of kids and everything else. Also the bigger family, the relatives and so on. So those are not easy decisions, but planning is key.
Yeah, and I think we all want to have a positive development for our loved ones, and on the economic side, but also on the health side. And therefore, I think it's pretty important to think and not just seeing that something is getting less and less, but looking out for the opportunities in the world. And there is, I think, much more than you can believe if you dig into that topic. I recently have seen a very important podcast from one guy. It's also Christoph. Greetings go out. Who is actually not living in, or not living in any state, right? There is very nice opportunities discussed when looking out for founding a company outside of Europe or outside of Germany, founding, I don't know, or buying a house outside of Germany, to be diversified worldwide, maybe, or in countries where you like to live, or where you would like to found a company, to benefit from different jurisdictions, and to not just say, okay, here taxes are getting higher and higher. And my point of view is that it's getting worse. There is more regulations, more control coming up in the next years. So I think it's very important what you said, with have a plan B, and to work on a plan B to plant the first seed.
Exactly. Good. Well said.
Great. So our next steps, Kai, will be?
Well, stay tuned. We will give you some nice content in the coming weeks, and also let you know what our education program or whatever it will be in the near future. We will let you know.
Yeah, and have a great remaining summer. Yeah, and enjoy your time. Enjoy every day, and yeah, be present at the time where you are here. And yeah, stay tuned.
Take care. Bye bye.